Hello everyone, welcome to my talk. So in my talk, what I'm gonna show you is a study about car embodiment and how this embodiment happens when we deal with car-related concepts and how to embody these concepts metaphorically with human parts, states, and actions.
My name is Maysar Mohammed Al-Milabi. I'm from the Department of English at Qura University. So as an introduction to my study, a trend in human language is the use of referring expressions concerning surrounding entities as sources of reference to things that do not have ready-to-use expressions. The target entities can be abstract concepts such as love and time, imaginary objects, and creature or newly produced inventions for which referring expressions have not yet been introduced and hence are not as clearly delineated. We experience the source domains more than we do the target domains. Human and animal bodies and related concepts are attractive source domains for referring expressions due to their high level of familiarity. An interesting example of such a reference relation is car parts being given human referring expressions. So when doing the study, I found that embodiment in relation to cars, it can be in two different types. So one of the types is when the target domain and the source, when the target domain when human parts, states, and actions are used as the target domains, and the objects or entities not associated with the human being as the source domains. So an example for this is we're still trying to grind out the solution to this equation. The other type is when human parts, states, and actions as the source are used as a source domain, and the objects or entities not associated with human beings as the target domains. And this is the sense of embodiment that I focused on in this paper. An example for this is earth breathing easier as we hold our breath amid COVID-19. So in here, this example shows that how earth is embodied conceptually. The research questions I focused on are: what are the source domains used in car part metaphors? What are the reasons for using those source domains? How are car-related metaphors used in two distinct languages, Arabic and English? And what are reasons for the similarities and or differences in use of car-related metaphors in Arabic and English? And as for the methodology, generally this research is qualitative. So I commenced this research by identifying and listing the car part referring expressions used in Arabic, reviewing the car parts from bumper to bumper, and going through the different large and small parts and subparts, consulting a car part expert with more than 2 decades of experience buying car parts and fixing cars in Saudi Arabia. And finally, a list was created using all these terms, resulting from the discussion with the car expert, and systematically decide which of the words in this list were metaphorical. Those words were processed using the metaphor identification procedure. Another consultant, who is an English-speaking native, had similar experience in buying car parts and fixing cars, was consulted. The reason for consulting this car expert was to create a parallel list in English of the metaphorical referring expressions identified in the previous tips. And the focus in this tip was only on metaphorical expressions in order to see how closely the Arabic metaphoric expressions are in parallel with English metaphorical expressions. The resulting Arabic and English metaphorical terms were found to belong to three categories, and these are parts, states, and actions. So what I found was, starting from the top of the human body and moving to the bottom, a car engine has a metaphorical head. The engine is a human, and the head has a face. The car itself also has a face, eyes, and the eyes can be lined with an eyeliner, كحل. The adjective lined used to describe the car headlight is derived from كحل. Returning to the English, it has a navel. The car has a body, arms, and a bottom. In addition, a car can stand, walk, whistle, and choke on liquid. The car's tires, on the other hand, can be asleep and the car can be tired. These metaphors can be categorized into three classes: parts, actions, and states. The part metaphors are head, engine and car, face, eyes, كحل, navel, body, arms, and bottom. The actions are choking, whistling, and walking, while the states are standing, tired, and asleep. Interestingly, all of the three categories the body part terms, or of the three categories, um, the body part terms were the most frequently occurring in the online sources consulted, most likely because they are the most needed due to the car having a lot of parts which were invented abroad and are now also being produced abroad for Arabic-speaking communities. The situation of importing cars and their parts from abroad implies that the manufacturers' names for these parts will not always be familiar to Arabic speakers. As such, these parts are better referred to by using more easily conceived terms that are already in use in the target language, which may explain the use of human or animal body parts. In Arabic, the car is construed as a human standing on their four limbs, or as an animal on their feet, constituting a metaphorical system for naming car parts through the conceptual metaphor the car is an animal or human. Tires are limbs or feet. There are also arms, face, eyes, bottom, and a body of the car. As for the findings, car parts, actions, and states were found to be referred to by referring expressions that are literally used to refer to human and animal parts, actions, and states. 15 human-animal associated terms were provided by a consultant as terms used for in reference to car parts, accessories, states, or actions. These were the source domains of the metaphors. 11 of these terms have equivalents in English and 4 were proposed to be original in Arabic. Consider the following list. So the ones that are found in both Arabic and English are engine head, car eyes, car liner, car's face, car's body, car's bottom, stand, walk, ride, drive, run, whistle, choke, and tired. And while the ones that are only found in Arabic are head's face, engine's navel, car arms, and asleep, tired. As for the data analysis, I propose that more than 2/3 of the car embodiment metaphors being used in Arabic and English indicate a common conceptualization which reflects universality. This can be applied to most of the examples borrowed or original in either language, since the coinage or usage indicates acceptance of the metaphor. On the other hand, two of the metaphors that are only used in Arabic, engine head's face and engine's navel, are elements of car parts. However, there is a third example of an element of a car part, the engine head, that is used in Arabic and English. This use is categorizable within the embodiment metaphor head is importance and head is topmost. Arms can also be considered parts or parts, since the whole limb includes the arm among other parts, that is, hand, fingers, thumbs, elbow, etc. Only One human state is used to indicate the state of a part of the car, while all other states and action metaphors are used in both Arabic and English examples. This pattern of usage of direct car embodiment concepts implies that car embodiment metaphors are universal, or at least show Arabic-English cultural similarities in their use. Finding that most of the car-related concept metaphors are driven by embodiment supports the concept introduced by Lakoff and Johnson 1999 that the peculiarity of bodies tend to feed the source domains of metaphors. Other car-related metaphors found in the literature were not found in the car parts or related concepts, which also indicates the importance of embodiment when no other factors such as different sociocultural attitudes and values toward cars are present. Proposed universality can be a result of the universality of experiencing cars or the importation thereof in Arabic-speaking countries. This requires analysis of embodiment metaphors that are not related to cars and in languages other than Arabic and English as a tool to expand the validity of the aforementioned conclusion. Direct car embodiment concepts are the ones where the target domain is a car and not a car-related concept such as the engine of the car. I propose that the reason for using these technical car embodiment metaphors is that it is easier and more feasible to use the already available human part and state names than coining new ones. Finding most of the metaphors in both Arabic and English is a result of the importation of cars and their parts from English-speaking countries to Arabic ones. That's all I have to say about my study, and I'm available for you to ask any questions or to have any comments. Thank you very much for listening.